bad things, fine as hell, thick as fuck. Oh my god, that's my baby, Caroline.
Hello everyone, what's good, what's poppin'? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Caroline, that's me. And welcome to another fun, riveting, and exciting start to finish wig install. Except today we're going to be a little bit chill. This is like a little wig install and chill session, okay? I've got myself some refreshments for this. Made myself some taquitos to smack and munch on, because what is a chill session without a little snack? A little chicken taquitos, a little rosé, it's just gonna be chill vibes over here. This hairstyle I've been seeing all over my Pinterest. It's like a curtain bang with a highlighted wig I've been seeing on my Pinterest and my Instagram that I saved. I want to recreate. I sent the perfect wig to do that with. I was sent this wig from Kisslove hair. This is a 360 wig, so it has lace in the back and the front, but we're not going to be utilizing the lace in the back. But it is one of those like invisible drawstring wigs where like you can do like an invisible, like you can basically like wear your wig in a ponytail without having to glue it down. I do have a lot of like other installs showing how I use these. You want to see that, but we're just going to be mainly wearing it as a regular wig today. And this wig does come, it's supposed to come, it comes, I would say it's like slightly pre-bleached and slightly pre-plucked, and it comes with a pre-cut lace. And since with this being a chill type of video, probably I'll talk if I need to talk, probably do voiceover. I don't know what I plan on doing. I just know I'm not much in a chatty mood, and also I want to like watch some Abbott Elementary while I do this. For the longest, I was not a big Abbott Elementary fan. I've been watching Abbott Elementary like on and off, and I was like, it's okay. But then I started watching season 3 on the plane, and season 3, it was so funny. Like I was literally chuckling on the flight, and I couldn't wait to get back, because I just got back from a flight yesterday, and I couldn't wait to get back home to finish watching what I was watching on the plane. So like I just want to like watch some Abbott Elementary, drink my wine, eat my taquitos, and create a cute little look for the night, and then, you know, take it off and go to bed. So yeah, with that said, sit back, relax, and let's get right into today's video.
First thing we always do with a fresh, clean lace is tint the lace so it matches our skin tone exactly. I'm using my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Cinnamon. That's like my perfect current forehead shade, because, you know, the forehead is always tanning, getting darker, getting lighter, but right now that's my shade. I went ahead and just put the wig on and make sure it fit all around. I did have a bit of a hard time with the lace, I'm not gonna lie, because it's a pre-cut lace in a 360. I feel like these type of wigs, my head shape, it needs, especially for frontals, I don't need pre-cut lace. I like to cut the lace myself because a pre-cut lace never fits my exact shape. So I always have to go in a little bit and do some tweaking. So I'm just going in around and, you know, tracing out the excess lace around my ears, so that way it can like sit nicely around my ears. You're not supposed to have lace hanging over your ears. It's just not gonna like lay flat. Now that I have a nice and good fit all around, it's time for us to get into the laying. To lay the lace, I'm using the Kiss Colors spray in the level 7. This is like the medium to heavy hold. This is a glueless adhesive, and all I have to do is just like, it's kind of like a reinstall. All I do is just spray everywhere underneath. Make sure I use my fingers to like thin it out evenly. And I had to really try my best to get this lace to lay well, because like I said, the fit is not really natural to my head shape. So you might see a little lifting here and there, but thank goodness we're doing like a bang look, so you can't really see the lace. I feel like this hairstyle also works great for a close, because the sides don't need to be shown. But I'm just going in again and cutting off that excess lace that was still sitting on top of my ear. If you find yourself with like difficult to lay sides, like sideburns are always a little bit hard, what I do is I always like to pull out some like hairs right here. It's like a little anchor. And I also, as well as I spray underneath the lace, I do a top spray on top, so like a double layer situation, and really make sure I'm pressing right on that edge of the lace where it needs to be melted. And then I start pulling taut on the lace as well. And then I go in my blow dryer and that rat tail comb combination to help just press and lock that in. Eventually it will start to stick. Just have some patience. If it's not sticking, maybe you just don't have any like adhesive in the air that it's lifting.
Besides lasagna, you know I handle everything. thing for Mother's Day, and the only reason I'm letting you bring the lasagna.
If either of you have a hankering afterward for bottomless mimosas, I will be at Mother's Day, which is a themed drag brunch over at Rubenstein's celebrating all of our mothers. Oh, I wish I could, kid, but I'm going to my mom. You two have different dads? Of course they do. You know what that height difference they had the same father? Janine's dad is probably Kevin Hart or something. Sure. I mean, that'd be crazy if my dad come Madison Square Garden for a comedy show. Wait, you're not being not losing our house key. My cousin Billy just got out.
Now for the styling, I started off by just molding the way I wanted the hair to fall on my face with the hot comb. So I had to really look at the Pinterest inspo really closely, because it's all in the details to get it to fall on your face, right? I realized the roots are going upwards still. It looks like a bang coming all the way down flat, but it's not. The roots are still going upwards away from your face. And for the area that's going to be kind of like the curtain bang, I have it coming down at an angle. So it's not coming straight down towards my face. It's like a little a slanted angle that's coming down on the side. I'm making sure I'm making everything on the top really nice and flat. Cause I don't know if you've seen the inspo picture, but her part is very visible. So I want everything really flat on the top, but still keeping in mind that the roots in the front is pushing upwards. I then part out the smallest amount. I realized her bangs were very thin. So I pull out the smallest amount of hair going in a little triangle where the middle part starts, and use the hot comb to just push those pieces forward. And I like to press them down together so I make sure it's even. So definitely have your satin scarf or elastic band on for this, or you're gonna end up burning your forehead. This is kind of the shape that we're going for. It's a very light bang. It's still the middle part, but it's almost coming in a bang. To cut down the curtain bang area, I'm using some razors. I feel like razors just get a better cut when it comes to lid looks like this. I started off really long by cutting on my chin, and then I just started using her facial features. And then I'm trying to recreate look. I look at the features as a landmark. Okay, I realized the first piece of bang started around her nose. So I'm okay, I'm gonna cut around my nose for the shortest pieces. The next layer starts around her chin, collarbone. That's kind of how I help visually recreate a look back on my face. Just use their face and where the hair lands on their face as a reference point. That makes sense. Now I'm just going in and just trying to slowly cut to the length I want it to be. I always say cut your way to your desired length. Start slow and keep cutting, because if you cut too much in the beginning, you can't take it back. And I take a lot of breaks to just stop and push the hair in my face to imagine how it's going to look once it's curled, to see if I'm getting the shape that I want it to be. And then now I'm just starting to create the rest of the layers that goes into the hair, because the inspo did have a few light layers around the jaw area. So I'm just cutting in diagonally, going backwards into the hair to cut a little light layer. I still didn't want to cut too much. Also keep in mind that the hair is going to be curled, so you have to imagine that the hair is going to be a little bit shorter once it's curled. So that's the same reason why I keep the layers a little bit long in the initial cut. I added some styling serum into the hair, the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine, to just help give their hair some shine and keep it nice and sleek. I went ahead and just cut off the ends, because I'm a fan of thick ends. I don't like thin ends, just to save the length. So I just cut about I would say 3 inches off to make everything nice and even at the bottom.
This isn't as sad as I thought.
Adding the curls. The curls in here are very simple. It's a big barrel curl with everything going to the back.
The other
I'm
day,
using my Hot Tools curling
one of
iron
my
in
students
a 1.5
came up and made a
inch.
funny
It's a really
face
nice
at
big
me.
curling iron.
My
It's
mother
my
used to do the
everyday
same
one. I can
thing.
fit so much hair in
Always
it,
reminding
and
me
it
not
just
to
gets
take
the
life
job
too
done.
seriously.
I do have all my curls going away from my face.
And now,
So
if
for
you'll
the
excuse
right
me,
side,
I am going
I have
to
the
swing a
handle
few
with
home
barrel
runs.
underneath, and I'm still twisting everything going away from my face. If you don't know how to use a curling iron, or know how to curl your hair in general, I do have a very detailed curling tutorial on how to get these type of classic going away from your face curls. I will link that on top right here, or also put it in the description box below. You want to check that out. But that's just kind of it when it comes to the curls. Very simple and straightforward. I do apologize for a lot of these clips around here being out of focus. Y'all, I was so chill and just enjoying the show, enjoying my wine, you know, vibing, that I wasn't even looking at the camera. I kind of really forgot for a second that I was filming, because it's not, a lot of times when I film, I'm always talking, and here I was just like vibing, and you know, so I didn't notice that the camera was out of focus, but I do apologize for that. But hopefully y'all know, like, visually y'all can make it through. But like I said, for this film tutorial, I want like a very like in-depth, walk you through, hold your hand type of tutorial. I do have that I recently posted, and it's up above this video right here to click on, or down in the description box to check out. bit, drop it. It's gonna look a little funny, but I don't like it. I just feel like I just use my finger to twist it one way from my face, and I use my wide comb and brush it out and just gingerly move the hair around the way that I want it to look. I just manipulate the rest of that, just like that. Bam. That's the money piece that I was trying to achieve. That's the little face framing curl in your face. And for the bangs, I use a little like thin trick that you might see other people do, where you like kind of just use your fingers to mimic to like manipulate the bang the way that you want it to look. And then get a little like bobby pin hair clip it right there in the shape that you want it. I spray it with hairspray and leave it like that for a bit, and then later on I will comb it out. While the bang is setting,